Welcome. I'm Meredith. This is the Oasis Spiritual Empowerment Tarot. All about tarot, oracle, and empowering you. And finally, we're gonna do a more dedicated unboxing. I'm so excited about this. So I do have two decks, but they're from the same Kickstarter. We have Mood of the Moon Oracle and Tarot of Paul's Moon. And these are by Libra Moon. And if you're not familiar, oh, look at that. Oh, so beautiful. If you're not familiar with these decks, perhaps you'll be familiar. Look how pretty. Love this pouch. The Serpent and the Peacock Tarot by the same people. So, and this is one of my favorite decks. I have both versions of it. So I brought it out. I thought maybe we'll kind of look at that with these. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I've been eagerly awaiting these. And I'm kind of kicking myself for not getting a pouch, because their pouches are so gorgeous. And the quality's just fabulous. But they're not cheap. But you know, you get what you pay for. But the reality is I have so many pouches. It's hard to justify, even with the quality, you know. But let me get all this plastic off. So how are you doing? This is a beautiful, look at this box. It's stunning. Just stunning. Okay. Let's do tarot first. And then we'll take out the oracle. Look how pretty that is. It's just gorgeous. So we have a really nice hardcover book. It's like a leather or leather-ish. And you see the embossing, or it's not embossing, right? Because it's like the opposite of embossing, isn't it? I don't know. But whatever it is, it shows up better in person, I think, than on camera. But it's really pretty. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. I love the size of the font. Yeah, so we have full color images of the cards. Really readable font size, which I am so happy got keywords and a good paragraph for each of the cards. Even have a bookmark. This is so precious. I just love this book. Okay, let's get into these cards though. So I've had this, I think, 2 days, and I've been dying to unbox it, but I've been working a lot. So I couldn't. Beautiful backs. Now, you know, strictly speaking, they're not reversible, but unless you really look at the details in the pictures, it's not gonna stand out, I don't think, unless you're looking for it. Okay. And we are gonna do a full flip through of these. And I have one other deck, but I think I'll wait and do a separate video for it. I have a lot of other decks unboxed. Most of them are in my office. These are here, and I have another set that I've had. It's crazy long time. I really need to do. So, we'll see. And so the Ace of Wands, and look at the metallic. I can't think. You know, it's so early. It's so early, but I want to get this done. I have so much work to do today. These are beautiful. I mean, they're really beautiful. The cardstock is fabulous. Really nice, smooth. Let's just kind of lay them out as we go, maybe. Just kind of see progression. So it's very, very RWS. Love that. Why are we sliding? Oh. Let me see if I can fix this really. Well, we're going to fix it that way by moving it. So I'm on my island, and the only way I could put the video stand thing, I have it, it's crazy. I have it on like a jug of distilled water inside a planter with a heavy book on top to hold it to support the weight, because my island's too thick, it won't attach to it. So that's a pain. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that for the Eight of Wands. So much nicer than a bunch of sticks flying through the air, right? Oh, wow. These are absolutely gorgeous. Reminds me of, you know, the song, Good King Wenceslas, whatever. I don't know, but, I mean, there's no snow, so. Oh, there goes the book. Hang on one sec. I'm dropping everything. Let's hope that's gonna stay. Let me see. There we go, that's better. All right. Wow, look at that. I love just the nice little touches of the metallic, like in the crown. Okay, so now we have Pentacles. That's fabulous. The detail on that. These are perfect. How great is that? And I love that these are, in case you can't tell, these are larger than standard tarot size cards. For example, let me pull out Serpent and the Peacock, because I feel like this is a pretty standard size deck. So just, let me just pull one out to give you a comparison. So they're taller and a good deal wider, which is fabulous because it just lets us see so much more of the art. I love that. These are fabulous. And I knew they would be. And this is one of the many decks that, you know, I backed it. I didn't look really at the cards. I just, you know, pretty much if they come out with a deck, I'm going to get it. It's just one of those things. I love that for the Ace of Swords. How fabulous. I like that too with the many hands, arms. That's great too. It's just a beautiful, beautiful deck. And I think the images are absolutely perfect for the cards. Wow, look at that. I love this for the Ten of Swords. You know, because it's an ending, right? It's a death of something. But I like that in this, it's a death of a less than positive thing, right? You know, it's like you're shedding that yuck. You know, and I think a lot of times the Ten of Swords is like that. It's not always pleasant to shed, but ultimately it's better. You know, you're gonna end up in a better place. It's so interesting. Oh, I love her. That's interesting. The heart. Oh, how beautiful is this card? The Ace of Cups. Too, this is, you know, very arduous, but beautifully, beautifully done. Well, that's interesting. Is that? There's like a tickle of a memory. Oh, there was one story. King Arthur, I think it was on one of the quests for the Holy Grail. And one of the knights, and I don't even remember which one it was, encountered this fabulous creature. He ended up killing it, but then he like wept, and it was that it's the vaguest of memories. So if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. I wonder if this has to do with that. Probably not, but maybe. That's what it makes me think of. Oh, I love that. And I love, so we have the queen kind of on that island, and the king is just on top of this wonderful overflow. Okay, so here we go with the majors. So our Fool. Love the stick. Really interesting Magician. So I would say that the majors, and only some of them, deviate a little bit from RWS, but not so much. You know, more like the High Priestess. We don't see any of the traditional symbolism. I quite like her, though. Magician is a bit different. The Empress, but then the Emperor, we get a very Emperor vibe. The Hierophant. I love that chariot. Look at that. I really like that we have two lions with strength, one within, one without, one kind of submitting with the open mouth, and one, I feel like he's very watchful and alert. But he's got, you know, there's an idea that he's tamed, you know, because he's got the bundle. I almost want to say saddle, but that's not. I love that hermit. Wow, look at him. Love the way the wheel was done. This is one of the cards I did see. I didn't see very many, but I saw this one. And it's so fabulous. Let me pull you in because there's so much. Isn't that great? I love that. And we have multiple death cards. So we have this one. And we have this one. Oh, I love them all. So now, when I get a deck that has multiple versions of a card, more often than not, I keep all versions. Actually, let me take one stack out so we don't cut anybody off. It depends. But often for me, there's a different feeling to the cards. It's just a difference. I mean, there isn't always, but when there is, that's when I'm most likely to keep all of them. Because depending on which one I pull, my reading of that card may be very, very different. And these are also beautiful. I think I'm going to have to leave them all in. I'm curious to see how I'll read with them. I'm not sure. But I do feel like they're distinct enough in my gut response to them that I think it's worthwhile to keep them. And they're so pretty. Oh, I love that for Temperance. It's a really interesting tower, too. really interesting. We have the angel kind of looking away, turning away. The little demon guy coming out, right? Exposed. And then that lion, like from Strength. We have that guy. It's really interesting. I like that. Okay. Beautiful star. I mean, these are absolutely gorgeous. Now, you can probably tell there's a lot of Christian imagery in here. It's like a medieval deck, so you should probably expect that. There's a lot of Christian imagery in regular RWS too, but this is so much prettier. So yeah, I mean, if you don't want to see anything, here's the deal. I don't think you have to look at it from a religious aspect. I think you can look at it just from like an art history aspect. But it's up to you and how you feel. It's gorgeous. Oh, I love that world. And then we have Significator. It's really interesting. And another Significator. I really like the way these were done. And we have the one from the front, one from the back. I feel like... So, personally, I don't tend to use the Significator card. But I'm going to keep these in. I may read with them a little differently than perhaps they're intended. But you got to do what's right for you. Let's give them a shuffle. They are a bit larger, but they shuffle beautifully. So now I have big hands. It's a bit of a stretch, but it's not, it's not terrible by any means. Now for overhand, I mean, it's a little bit of a stretch. It's not bad. But they move beautifully. And you could certainly, if you have smaller hands. All right, so let's pull one and take a look at the book. Because it's so pretty too. The other thing, I kind of wish they had gold edging just because there's so much pretty gold. But I will say, if it was the metallic, it would be harder to shuffle because the cards are so big. And I know a lot of people don't like it because it digs in their hands. I might have to, I don't know. I don't want to really mess with it. I was going to say I might edge it myself, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's pull this one. Well, let's see what it says anyway. Maybe there's, let's see what it says. And they are pretty easy to find in the table of contents. So, we don't get a lot. Just says how to use the Significator card. We have the Medieval Zodiac Man and Medieval Zodiac Woman as Significator cards. Use whatever one you're drawn to, focus on a question, and shuffle these cards with the rest of the deck. Your answer lies in the card before and after your Significator. It's really that easy. So, you want to try that? Let's try that. Let's have fun. I don't really have a question, though. So, I'm going to need you to think of a question. And remember, that's our Significator, is the woman. So just, focus on that question. Okay. So keep thinking. And we'll see. And I'll read the book for both cards because they're short entries. Okay. Let's see. Well, I guess I'll kind of lace them out as we look. That's not the right significator. Watch it be the last card. They sound nice too, don't they? We're gonna try to speed up. Clearly, it's gonna be like the last card, actually, just in case. All right, so it's not the last one. Ah, here we go. Okay, so get these guys out of the way. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Coins. So, let's just say what the book says. Or Ten of Cups. Did I say? I don't know what I said. Alright, so let's start with the Ten of Cups. There's the Pentacles. Where'd Cups go? 94. That was way off. That's funny. But now I feel like maybe we should read Two of Pentacles first, because it popped up first. So let's start with that, actually. So, for the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles represents the managing of two sources of money and the need to exercise caution with your finances. It implies that you could need to take charge of your own affairs, maybe by working physically. This card suggests that you can successfully manage this circumstance even as it reflects the difficulty of managing income and expenses. It acts as a timely reminder that one does not rely on chance to achieve financial stability. You may access global help and enjoy a more seamless resource flow by acting and proving your independence. The Two of Pentacles' continuous message is the need for preserving equilibrium for things to proceed well. Success is possible if you are prepared to take initiative rather than wait for possibilities to come along. Keywords: juggling money to make ends meet. Inaction impedes the flow. Okay. So now we have the Ten of Cups. In the Minor Arcana, the Ten of Cups lights up the deck with enthusiasm. It represents the pinnacle of triumph, the end of a journey, or the fulfillment of your deepest desires. This card represents attaining your goals and getting the best results. When this card occurs in a reading that doubts your achievement, it promises success. It marks the conclusion of one chapter and foreshadows fresh ones. Before starting a new endeavor, celebrate your successes. The Ten of Cups represents harmony, happiness, abundance, and contentment. Your heart will be full of joy. Brilliant colors will guide you, and you will have unwavering love and support. Keywords are rainbows, joy, happiness, triumph, success, satisfaction, happy endings, feeling that you have made it, you have prevailed, your cup runneth over, total love and support. So that's really sweet. So if, I don't know, you know, this is off center to me, but it's center for you. So, yeah, so I don't know what your question was. And I know this comes first, but because this came first in the reading, if I were interpreting this, if I knew your question, I would probably read this as the first step to getting here. Certainly it looks like your success and whatever that question was is assured. Just needs a little work, a little balance, a little effort on your part. But once you know that you can achieve a thing, it makes it so much easier to just do it, to just achieve it. So it's a very nice message, right? Alright, let's look at the Oracle. So this is Mood of the Moon Oracle, and it includes 93 cards. And again, this is by Libra Moon. They're in PA. That's part of why I got it. I feel like I got it very quickly. Look at that, it's beautiful. So my goodness, this is a chunky book. Wow, look at the inside. It's like a black velvet. It's so nice. Love that. This is really, everything they do is just top quality. So let me pull out the cards, and then we'll take a quick look at the book. Wait till you see these cards. If you haven't seen them, oh my goodness. So I did take a peek at these. Look at the backs. So pretty. So this is a very, very chunky book. Oh, so they have an app. The Zodiac Reports app. Moodofthemoon.com. So we have, okay, so we do have a table of contents. So it talks about the astrological seasons, the elements, reading the cards first method, the modes, and then we have a second, third, and fourth methods, and then how the deck was born. So I feel like maybe we should look at the cards first and then perhaps use the book to get a little information. Now, I don't know if this is going to show up. There's like a shimmery, I don't think it's really capturing it. That's a shame. I feel like it might look fabulous with candlelight. But it's got this. Can you say, yeah. This is in the stars here. It just doesn't show up as well on camera, but in person it does. So, here's the thing about these cards, right? So we have, this way we have new beginnings, ready to fly, emotionally centered, and fresh start. So basically we have 4 interpretations per card. And the card stock's nice too. So it's a little dark here, but I can read it pretty well, and my eyesight's not the best. So it's turning point, loony, and ending, and out of balance. And the cards are numbered, so it should make looking them up very easy. Interesting. So I'm not sure about the colors, because we have the yellow, then the orangey red, and then 2 green. I'm not sure why. I'm sure there's a reason. So there's 90 cards. I don't think you want me to go through each. So I think I'll just maybe read that top one. Put them out. Maybe I should read. This one's the darkest. Make decisions. Maybe that's the one I should read. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, I think we can fit even 2 rows. Oh, look at that. Curious. And so we do have on all of them, yeah, the astrological symbols. And we fit. Oh, we can. Nice. Okay. Barking up the wrong tree. Oh my god. I love that. Social butterfly. And probably I don't need to read these. I think you can read them yourself. Moving stuff around. Attractive. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm just going to show them. That's fabulous. Oh, I love that. Alright, I just want to read this because I think it's fabulous. We have competitive, irritated. The tension builds. Stressed out. Taking the initiative. Hopeful. Overly loved. Overconfident. Overstating emotions. Always see the best in others. I just love this art. And I love having those 4 very different keywords. And I think the imagery is just perfect with the keywords. And I mean, even like this one. So if we look at the imagery, we have utopian. I totally see that. Confused. I could see that too. Sensitive to a fault. Maybe. I mean, that one doesn't really jump out, but it doesn't seem out of place either. You know what I mean? Withdrawal to sanctuary. Definitely see that. So they did a really, really good job with managing to create this artwork that fits in with such different words and phrases. You know, here, love and faith and trust. Totally see it. Focused on the future. I could see that. That, again, doesn't jump out, but it doesn't go against it. Painfully shy. I could see that. Like a Pied Piper, definitely. So some are more striking than others in terms of, I love this, of matching up with the imagery. But so far, of the ones I've seen, I wouldn't call any of them a stretch. So, and like that's hard. Like, I think it's hard to be able to match these so well because they're so different. I love that. Look at the expression too. What we want conflicts with what we need. Crisis situation, definitely. Tense, yeah. Unfocused. I mean, it's definitely all of those things, right? These are so fabulous. Oh, and you know what, too? That's why I really pulled out the Serpent and the Peacock, because I think these will pair really beautifully with that deck, too. So, I love that. So stick around, and I will pair this with the Tower of Paul's Moon and Serpent and the Peacock, because I think it's going to go beautifully with both. And certainly, so fabulous. Certainly, perfect. On, if you just want to use this on its own, I think you have plenty here to work with, especially if you don't like tarot, you just want to do Oracle. I mean, there's a lot, and it's 90 cards, right? So, I mean, you could use this on its own for anything. And the keywords are very, there's a lot of depth and breadth, I'd say, to the keywords that are in here. These are so fabulous. If it walks and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Cool-headed. Yeah, I could say it. Grounded. Sure. Persistent. Yeah. Conditions are delicate. Open your heart. Strong feelings. Impressionable. These are so great. Oh my god, I love this guy. Yeah, I mean, like, drama queen. Yeah, powerless. That's really interesting with this, and I totally see it. Delusional and unrealistic. This territorial, cut ties, clean house, intense power, control backfires. Wow, closure or conclusion. Backed into a corner, under pressure. You are your own worst enemy. I mean, these are fabulous. These are so fabulous. And it's just such a different... I mean, there are other decks that have, multiple messages depending on the way it's facing. But these are so great. And I think it's such a unique deck. And I love that it's smaller. So, again, let's pull out... this is a pretty standard sized tarot deck. So, it's a good bit wider, good bit shorter. So you can do, a nice large spread with this very easily if you want. Getting you off screen a little bit. Oh, I love that. Hmm. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Oh my god, that's fabulous. Deceptive. Martyr. Procrastinating. So, and by the way, just want to let you know that I still have some upcoming free 1 hour hypnosis webinars, so you can experience hypnosis if you're curious. I have 2 taking place this Sunday, and I'll put in the comments or in the description the information. You can go to VLIhypnosis.com, and there's information there. In fact, right on the main page, if you click free webinar, it'll give you all the details. And I also have a 3-day virtual live event coming up. I'm so excited. And the information's on the website as well. But basically, it's going to be 3 really full days. It's the 20th, 21st, 22nd of hypnosis, guided meditation. I'm going to teach a bunch of powerful techniques like NLP and some other things. Basically, if you want like a transformation in your life, if maybe you've been feeling stuck, maybe things just aren't the way you'd like them to be, maybe you just feel like there's a better way. Maybe there's a better you. And fall is a very powerful time for transformation. So, if you're interested in that, I'm going to tell you, if you're a subscriber, you get a discounted rate. And the 3 days is only $199 regular price. Subscribers, it's only $129, which is a steal, because I figured out the value of, if I just added everything up, it would be like $4,000. And again, it's only $129 for subscribers. So, just letting you know. And you can always put in the comments, you can message me, call me, if you want more information or if you have questions. That feel by the moon, we live by the sun, by the light of the Libra moon. Learn from the cards. That's so fabulous. So we have air sign, fire sign, sun and water sign, sun and earth sign. Let's say, look at those details. Oh, and then if you needed to know, so I should say, so here's the key to the symbols. Well, no, it's not. Never mind. I lied. I think, yeah, so it's, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's got some of them, but not all of them. It's the key to some of the symbols. And you have your signs. And then you have your, the sun signs, it gives you the dates. So if you didn't know what your sun sign is, or if you were reading for someone else and like, oh, I was born November 10th, you could look it up. Oh, Scorpio. So I would say these 3 you're probably not gonna include in a reading. They're just keys to help you out, which is fabulous. So you don't have to have the book with you. You don't have to, open the book if you don't want to. So let's give them a shuffle. So, because it's square, you can shuffle absolutely any way you want, which I quite like, which makes sense, of course, with the way the cards are, right? So that it can pop out in any way. And I like to kind of just let them fall just any sort of way. Now, of course, in a reading, I would shuffle them a lot more than this, but just to, let's see. I feel like this guy wants to come out. Okay. So we have disconnected. So now it's number 47. So let's see. Okay. So this is what we've got. So it tells you what the image is from, which is fabulous. Leaving Hell, Inferno 34, Dante, Divina Commedia, Urbino and Ferrara, 1477 to 1478. Moon hard aspect, Uranus, numerology 2. So, I wonder if one of these is meant to be blue. There's a little bit of blue here because we have the colors. We have the red, yellow, green, and then blue. I feel like maybe the blue just didn't. It's just not as blue as. I mean, I see it now that I'm looking, but it's not a lot of blue. But it's a little. So now that. Yeah, now that I'm looking for it, I see it. You know what I mean? So you're gonna find your. So in this case, it's blue. So this and yeah, see. So it does have the title. So if you were doing this and you're like, I don't see blue, I don't know what you're talking about, you're just gonna look for the keyword. So you could either do it just by looking at the color or the keyword. So in this case, we have disconnected. There are days that disconnect to your life are so grand that you feel like a stranger to your own soul. Fly low till this feeling passes. So we just have like a little quick message. Let me see. So, and then we do get. It talks about alternative ways to read with the cards. You can, with the cardinal signs, fixed signs, mutable signs. And it shows you what they are. I mean, I'm not going to get all into it. You can kind of pause and read if you're interested. But, so this is a book. I am going to read, I'll read basically the beginning and the end. I mean, the keywords are so good. Oh my God, little kooky. That's so fabulous. I don't know that I need to look them up for the messages, but you never know. But let's lay these out first with Tower of Paul's Moon. So we just want to pull like a couple cards. If we were doing, say, a smaller reading, normally I'd pull at least 3, but we need space. So I'll just do 2. Actually, let's do it like this. So we get more. These are fabulous. That's just so beautiful. Yeah, and you know what? You know, another way you could you could read with these if you wanted. I'm just thinking, because they all kind of touch each other. Like, I mean, you know, depending on how you lay them out. But what I'm thinking is, if you wanted to get, I don't know, like a little, I don't know if deeper is really the word, but if you just wanted to kind of nerd out on them maybe a little bit, if you looked at the connections between these, you know, you could pull a reading in there. Like, so here we have birth of a new idea, and touching that we have unstable. You know, so you could kind of pull those in, and you could even do, let's do just 4, right, just to make it a little. So we have this unstable birth of a new idea. Let me move you over. And then we have inspired and excitable, hot-blooded, interesting conversations. And then we have everything just flows, finding a purpose. Like, so I would kind of, I'm not always necessarily, but forget about these outer ones because they're not touching anything. But I'm just thinking, if we took these, took these, it's really interesting. You know, so to me, if I was going to, like, take this in a reading, to me it would be about finding that inspiration, that thing that you can be so passionate about. You know, excited, that hot-blooded, right? Because that's where that interesting conversation comes in, which will help you to find your purpose, and then everything just flows. It just flows because of that passion. Giving birth to a new idea. And of course, sure, it's a new idea. It's unstable. So you have to nurture it. And see, I really like this. I just feel like there's so much potential in different ways of using these cards. But let's take a look with Serpent and the Peacock. I'm just going to kind of take away, maybe, instead of adding. Yeah, I feel like that's how I'm going to end up reading with it a lot anyway. Maybe not always, but it just lends itself to being read like that, I think. I just think it's yeah, and of course these go beautifully. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Private eyes are watching you. That's so fabulous. Like, they're just fabulous. Plans don't go as scheduled. Express your feelings. But then, of course, if we pull in, plans have last-minute changes. So, again, that's kind of going with the unscheduled. I guess all of these are. So this whole thing is like, it's not going as scheduled. So that's kind of different from the other cards, because the other cards, I feel like they were more different. Like, express feelings, clever, curious. So this one, man, it's just not going to go as planned. But what do we have here? Sticks and stones may break my bones. Oh my goodness. I feel like this. If I was going to do a reading with these, you know, we have watch your mouth, sticks and stones may break my bones, private eyes are watching you. So I guess my inclination is to still read with the top one, but also with the connecting, at least in this case. Yeah. So to me that's a warning. You need to watch what you say about people. And I feel like if you don't, you're gonna hurt them. Even though sticks and stones may break my bones, I feel like it's a warning that you're gonna be hurting other people. If you don't watch what you say. Because words have power. Or maybe it's about the words you tell yourself. You want to kind of watch what you tell yourself. I love her. This is just such, I'm so in love with these decks. They're so fabulous. Why are they all sideways right now? Let's flip some. These are just fabulous. Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. I'm going to be using the heck out of this. All right, I can tell you. Yeah, and this is one of my favorite decks. And I'm pretty confident that both of these are going to make it into that category as well. I know I have a lot of favorites, but like favorites. So ridiculous. But let me know what you think. How would you use this deck? I am like loving this so much. And it's so nice and small. This would be a great deck to just kind of carry around. The box is huge, right? The box is huge. But, you could leave this at home, if you wanted, and just carry around, even though it's a lot of cards. If you just took, you could put these in a nice, sturdy pouch, put them in your purse or your bag or, whatever, and you still have these if you want to add to them as well. So, like, this could be a really great take-along deck, and because there's so much you can do with it, and there's so many great keywords, and even if you just wanted to use the imagery, if you're like, I don't feel like, I just want to get into the imagery, like, there's loads that you can pull, even ignoring the keywords, which honestly, they're so fabulous. I don't know that I would ignore them. It is from somebody who ignores a lot of keywords, honestly. But these are fabulous. Yeah. Oh, I am over the moon. These are just fabulous. So let me know what you think. I will put links to everything in the description. I believe these should all be available for purchase. So if you didn't back them, you should be able to still get your hands on them. So, yeah, but let me know what you think. Now, the tarot, there's only 750. So I don't know how many went out with the Kickstarter, but just bear that in mind. Oh, Paul Warmby. Is Libra Moon just Paul? I don't mean it just like, you know what I'm saying. I thought there were like maybe two people. I don't know. We'll see. We have Carol Ann. Oh, here. Let's give you. Well, I guess Paul would be. Oh, here. This deck, the Tower of Paul's Moon, is dedicated to Paul Warmby of UK and his love for medieval art, old churches, and tarot. Oh, that's lovely. So here's links to their other decks and websites. So we have moodofthemoon.com, serpentandthepeacock.com, catfolktarot.com, zodiac-reports.com, and libramoontarot.com. And there's also an app, looks like just for Android users. Oh, were they the ones? I think there was an update, and they said that Apple said they have too many tarot divination apps, so they wouldn't accept it, which is crazy. Like, who are they to say how many's enough? But anyway, much love, Carol Ann. So, yeah. I don't, you probably know her name, but I do not. I mean, well, Carol Ann, right? Other than that, I don't know. I don't have any more of a name. So, anyway, let me know what you think. And until next time, just be wonderful to yourself. Be really, really wonderful, because you deserve the best, only the best, all the best, and that is my wish for you.